Oh my.
Oh, shaving cream.
You know, you wait for the fart the entire time, and then when it happens, it actually makes you laugh. I don't know. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and it is Lego time. Looks like Jody's here, and Dawn is here, and Steven. Welcome. Steven, Keith's here. Looks like Chase. Nice, and everybody's saying hi to everybody. Very nice. It's Thursday. It's time to build some Lego. I'm sure that there are other things that I could build, but there's not really much else that I want to build right now. I didn't know that I could possibly be like this into a Lego build. I blame Todd because I fear that this is about to become a problem. In a world full of yeah, exactly. You know, in a world full of like big scale models, because that's kind of what I do. We got the big Falcon, we got the big Enterprise, you know, got a couple of big models around here. I'm gonna quickly run out of room, but I gotta build them, right? So Todd, thank you so much for this and like getting the obsession in place, and also for hanging out for a little bit. Say hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
And Ken is also here. Say hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Yeah, see, hi, Jordan. We're all here. Yeah, so Todd's gonna be yeah, I know, right? Todd's only gonna be here for a little bit, so I'm glad that he's here in the beginning. We have a bit of a mail call. And we'll kind of review what we did last week. I'm gonna spend less time talking this week because I was really sad at the end of the stream last time because I didn't do as much as I wanted to for the amount of time that I was streaming. I was like, oh, I was only building for like 2 hours. So I'm going to kind of get to it a little bit today. So on that front, we are going to, I was kind of like looking around and I could have taken two different approaches. I could have gone back to where we had like left off with the main portion of the build. And the thought on that was, but I want to see the engines now that we're this far and we're pretty close to being done. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and get the engine pods done, going to get all the wiring, all the lighting, all taken care of, and then we'll test it out and see how it goes. And then we're going to go ahead and bring back the main body for it. And then the first couple steps of the Game of Bricks build is actually perfect for where I'm at. With that build, we're like the top hasn't quite been put on yet, so a lot of the stuff can be done right now. So I kind of want to do a lot of work with the Game of Bricks stuff today. I put that as the title for this stream, so I kind of want to fulfill my obligation a little bit. So we're going to quickly get through some building and less talking, and yeah, otherwise, for a quick update for what's going on around here, I actually got some recording done this week. Have I done any editing? Nope. So I'm hoping to have something out tomorrow. It's likely the Starships collection video for the Enterprise G, which is the XL model, a little preview if you guys want to see it. It is, I will hold back any comments because I'm not, this Starships Collection video is me kind of like saying, huh, you could do better, Fan Home. So here is the XL Enterprise G. So much bigger than the smaller. So I'll go ahead and actually grab the Titan. So it's kind of dumb that I get the same ship just with different registry at different sizes. This one was $50, this one was 90, and all they did was blow up this, and it has the same problems. The orange Bussard collectors, the orange impulse engines, the tampo print, they literally scaled up the problem on the tampo print. So where it's off on this model, it is also off on this model. So I kind of review that a little bit. This is nice. I do like having a large scale version of this, but you had an opportunity to fix a problem, and did you fix the problem? No, you did not fix the problem. So that's what tomorrow's video is going to be all about. I imagine, and Todd, you have a lot of these, right? So was this, and we probably talked about this before, but like with the starships, was it just really inconsistent across the entire line before, where some models you get are great and then some are just absolute shit?
Yes.
God.
I mean, I have Enterprise Ds that are different colors. One is like a golden brown and one is blue, like blue gray. It's very strange. It's like a dark, like, or like a warm gray, and the other one's like a light blue gray, like it's supposed to be. I'm like, okay.
How interesting. Okay, so I mean that's the thing. Like it just, I kind of, this was the first time where I kind of like was like, if you're gonna do an XL model, like I would have rather had the XL Titan personally. Anyway, the first time that I was just kind of like, Fan Home, you probably could have done a little bit better. And then on Discord, if you guys are on the HTM Discord, if you're not, check down the link below. You can find our YouTube channel, and then from there you can find us on Discord. I posted this week that I finished the second Enterprise D nacelle. So basically, I have both nacelles on the 900 scale Enterprise D from Fan Home. So that's all ready to go. I've actually jumped ahead. I picked out all of the parts from like stage 109 to like 118. I grabbed all of the different parts that I needed, did all the individual little mods. It was really cool actually being able to build the Enterprise, not have to record it. It was actually kind of nice just to do that for once. Got it all installed. Everything worked out. I did get all of my wiring done properly. So it's all done with a common positive, and all of my wires are all color coded properly. So we're all ready to go on that front. I still need to now remove the other nacelle so that I can fix the wiring. And then Todd also provided me with a replacement bottom to the nacelle, which arrived cracked. My original one arrived cracked. So, but yeah, kind of a big milestone with that. And I've kind of like looked ahead. I've got, so first up, first up, I'll read that. Jody says, I believe they could do better. The colors look like they may be pad printed. Those jiggly silk. Yeah, that's exactly tampo print. I've done that before, and if the pressure is off, the print is off. And I think because like I've literally compared them side by side, and the windows, the offset where the windows are not printed properly is the exact same on both models. So it's likely they just scaled the problem up, which is very strange to me. But before we get into the mail call, I'll go ahead and switch cameras real quick. So back behind the box that Todd sent me, down here in this box is every single stage of the Enterprise D that needs a resin window. So I'm going to have to go through over the next couple of months, and basically I'm going to try to do maybe even just a stream where I do a bunch of resin windows. Probably not very exciting, or on streams, obviously. But everything that I need to resin is in there. I basically am one shipment away from not having to pay for the Enterprise anymore as well, which is fantastic. So we're basically here. Hey, Donnie, welcome.
You haven't missed anything.
I'm just talking as I usually do, but I'm trying to be quick about it. So, but yeah, so everything in there needs to be resined. Otherwise, basically, I want to try to get the Enterprise done. Todd, I'm going to pick your ear over this weekend. If you have some time, I know you're probably pretty busy, but I kind of want to go through the plan for the Arduino for the Diag Falcon, because I kind of want to do a marathon a bit and kind of finish the model, because I do need to get it painted here soon. I've only got a couple months to paint it before the weather turns shit and I can't do it anymore. So at some point over the next week, I'm going to pick your brain on putting together a code for the Arduino if you're down.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Awesome. So with both of those kind of being like, getting towards the end, like I'm done paying for the Falcon. The Falcon build is going to be done soon. I'm hopefully by the end of the summer. And the Vader build going. Hopefully I can start another part work here soon, but I'm kind of enjoying not paying for all of this right now. It's kind of fantastic. So I do have a bit of a mail call. So last week on stream, Todd did a thing again.
That's what she said.
At the middle of the stream, he's like, your package is on the way, here's the tracking, and here it is. So this box is not nearly as massive as the Razor Crest, but if I'm not mistaken, this is a brand new kit, isn't it?
Yep.
So this has only been out, I believe, since May 4th or Celebration, one of the two. So it's a relatively new kit. And one that I am super excited about. And I got to be honest, it's kind of cool having the Lego and the actual model of this. So this, my friends,
You've got mail.
is, oh my God, dude. The Lego Slave One. So
That is incredible looking.
Dude.
You ready? You ready for something? You ready for something cool?
What's that?
Look at this.
Oh my God. It has a lighting kit.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh my.
Let me go back.
Dude.
From Light My Bricks.
Oh.
I love Light My Bricks.
Dude. That is so cool. Wow. Hell yeah. Oh my God.
That is incredible.
Dude. Holy crap, you guys. It's got Django and Boba. It's the Black Falcon. Is it the Black Falcon? No. This is even better. It's not another Millennium Falcon, so it's even better.
Yeah, we just need Dash to get on. Maybe we can get him to send you the Millennium Falcon before it's gone.
Oh my God. So, God, right? Nothing is, that's discontinued if I'm not mistaken. So
they're about to pull it, yeah.
Wow. So there it is.
Teeny and heavier. So
it's as big. It's heavier. Oh my God, it would be heavier than
it's way heavier,
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How sturdy is it?
It's very sturdy. I'll give it that much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very.
That's
it's
one
very
thing.
sturdy.
I was a little worried. So with this piece, real quick, I was a little worried about holding this and handling it.
No,
it's sturdy. It's sturdy as hell. There are so many layers of bricks in here, and it's all
core, right. So it's fine.
Exactly. It has the Technic connection that holds everything in place. So on this front, Todd, again, thank you. This is amazing. I'm really looking forward to building this one. I honestly, the stand is kind of what gets me on it. The way it's displayed, You know, I kind of like, as I'm looking at it right now in the box, it would also be kind of cool to do an RGB lighting back behind it when it's like posed up against the wall. So even when you don't have the game, like the brick lights on there, you still have that lighting effect back behind it. Call myself a model. You aren't wearing any cargo pants. I was wearing cargo pants to work today.
Are you wearing underwear? What's going on here?
The basketball shorts.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they're underwear. Yeah, now it's basketball shorts. But this is, dude, thank you very much. So when this is done, this is the next build. So I have no idea. Like, I figured out where this is going. I now have a place for this, but
You'll find
I
a
have
place.
no idea. I know. I've almost convinced Kat to let me, as long as I get a display case, and I got to get a. Yes, it's all about comfort. Those are breakfast shorts. I love it. It's all about comfort when I get home, man. It's sweatpants and basketball shorts, and if it's summertime and it's like not hot here today, but I don't know, just wore shorts today. But anyway, yeah, it's all about comfort around this place. So thank you, Todd. This is amazing. Really appreciate it, and really looking forward to building it. Also looking forward to finishing this one as well. So thank you, Todd. Really appreciate
Well,
it.
you have something to look forward to.
Exactly. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? At least I'm wearing shorts. That's true. With Buck, if you're watching one of his streams, you never know. Buck could be naked, which is disturbing in and of itself. But all right, let's go ahead and get out all of our parts here. Could do a bit of a demonstration to show what I got going last time, which I'll go ahead and do real quick. These are the tiniest JST connectors ever.
Yeah, those are the 0.8 stirs I was talking about.
Yeah.
There.
Jody says we don't want to see the warp core.
So there's the front
Wouldn't
of
it
the
be his
engines.
plasma injector?
It would be my plasma injector. Oh. That's
Ew,
gross.
that's gross.
Ew, that's gross. Yeah, no, that's seriously. Hey. So, yeah, that's what I got done last week. So, we're going to go ahead and finish up the rear of this one, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to finishing that, and then we'll see what happens from there. So,
wait a minute. If you have a plasma injector, then what cat is she a Bassard collector?
I plead the fifth. That might have been me. All right. So we got a coolant leak. Next thing we know, Jordy's rolling around the floor. I've made it weird. You guys miss me?
Dottie says she has the warp core. Oh.
It's true. It's very true.
That the plasma injector goes in. He likes to frob her dilithium chamber.
That's right. Recrystallize.
Alex says, "Hi, Jordan and Todd. I bet you can guess where I am." Jody says,
Work?
"Jail."
Jail. That's pretty good. Me too. Jail of my soul. All right. So looking for bag 31. That's bag 21. That doesn't help. It's 29.
Yes. Hi, Alec.
Alec, how you doing? 33. 21. 31. There we go. And Is it multiple 31s? It is not. All right. Let's do this thing. All right. Now there's multiple bags inside of bags.
Don's just guessing everywhere that he may be. Hawaii, Alaska, Alabama.
Obstacle course.
It is an obstacle course.
What?
Was that a... What was that?
Was that a snot rag?
No, it was a dryer sheet.
Oh, well, now you smell good. And you're static
Yeah.
free.
It's true. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Andrew's here.
He says, "Good evening,
Hey, Andrew.
How's it going? Looks like you escaped pizza purgatory."
Nice.
I still had to like pep talk myself. I was like, you can do this
Nice.
half of a day. You got this.
Don says the crop duster returns.
Yes.
Yes.
Not gassy today, though.
Nice. I did escape pizza purgatory, indeed. The middle of the week is easy. It's the weekends that are tough.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Do you have that off?
I certainly have to work on the 4th of July.
You do?
Oh, yeah. All day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
Did you get the 4th of July off if it's on a weekend?
What am I going to do?
Yes. So the 4th of July being on a weekday really kind of like on a Friday hurts. Like it's not.
Oh.
No, that one always sucks.
I thought you were going to start building the engine on the other one, the back end, so we could light it. Before I have to
I'm
leave.
just kind of before you leave.
That's all right. That's all right.
Let's see where we're at. Hold on. Possibly.
Yeah, just in case nobody saw it, Tested put out their video of Andrew's Enterprise D.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
So make sure you go check that out.
And Andrew
Yeah, I
says
saw it first thing
he's,
this morning.
he's just popping in for a minute. He's got to go get the kids to bed in a minute, and he'll be back on after that.
Nice.
And let's comments on the great interview.
Okay, so that's what. So I got to do this twice, 3 times, twice. What? So I think if I grab bag 33.
Are you good with posting a link to Andrew's Tested interview?
Please, absolutely.
Yeah, go check that out when you have a chance. Not right now, when you're done. Yeah, 32 should start the back end, the engine back.
Yeah. Which engine back? It doesn't really matter, does it?
Nope. Both built the same way.
Wow. Andrew says,
And Andrew says it's been good for his channel so far. He's up 60 subs in the last 9 hours.
yeah.
Wow.
How
Well
many
deserved, man.
views does it have?
It had, like, when I watched it this morning, like less than an hour after it premiered, it already was at like 4,000 views.
Yeah, it's over 25.4 now.
Wow. Andrew, that's fantastic exposure, man.
With 1,400 likes. I love that Andrew was able to send him video of the build that they integrated into this one.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Yes.
You know what most of the comments are on that video, though?
Her first
People
go.
got a jacket.
Yep. That is the internet for you, man. It is just such an internet thing to do. I got all my parts. Okay. This is the most eccentric build.
Oh, look at this. Everybody give Jody congrats. He reached 508 yesterday.
Fantastic
Congratulations.
news, man.
That's awesome. That's a magic
You've
milestone
reached-
too.
Yes, indeed. We reached that 500 mark, which is so important.
Yep. That's super chat territory.
That's
Very
right.
nice. Andrew says Andy's web traffic has also skyrocketed today. Good.
I bet. Yeah, you guys both did a fantastic job on that interview.
Yeah, I love how they incorporated his home stuff that he sent them, his own video. And that's why you hang on to your video. You never know.
That's right.
Keith says, congrats, Jody. He only has 489 more to go. Everybody go over to Keith's channel and go give him a sub.
Indeed. That's awesome, man. 4 of these, as you can see. Now it's kind of weird, blurry. Apologize. From the engine being a little higher than everything else. Really not a whole lot here. 6, 7, 8.
Everybody's congratulating Andrew and Jody. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So, how to go right up against the back? Okay. Go, and then
Yeah, Jody says it's a great motivator. And Alex says I'm lagging behind at 54. Yeah, you need to post your, when you post videos and stuff, you got to get them on other places, Facebook or wherever.
where? Oh. Okay, hold on 1 sec. This is weird. I see.
Oh, it's going to be a full house. Look at this.
It is.
Keith's hanging out in the back.
What's happening?
Hey, Keith.
What's happening?
Figured I'd drop in. I'm over here playing around trying to make an outro video and stuff.
Welcome, welcome.
And Don's reminding everybody that the like button needs some gentle prodding.
Probing, even.
Oh.
One would insist that it gets probed.
That's what she
And
said.
I am one.
Hey, Alec. Hey, Don. Thank you, Donnie.
Yes, Donnie's one of your 11 subscribers.
Well, hopefully that'll start shooting up here soon once I start doing some live streams.
This is a weird little assembly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just crossed. The last couple of weeks for subscribers for me has been very interesting. It's been like, there's been a couple of times where I've reached just a point where like kind of like I stay and fluctuate around that number for a little while. And for me, it was like 652. It's been what it's been for the last like week or two, and then today, after dropping a video, surprise, surprise, I picked up a couple subscribers, so up at 655 now. Okay.
Trying to find your channel.
You trying to find mine, Ken?
Yeah.
I'll get it to you.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, so it goes on like that. All right, that makes sense. I'm gonna do this one this way 3 times. All right.
Yeah, Alec, the editing seems to hit a lot of people.
Well, it's the. I will say this, and what I've kind of discovered is that unless editing is your hobby, it's the work portion of what we do.
Thing is, I
Like,
don't
just
mind the
recording and-
editing.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I mind it so much. It's just that it's hard to find the time to do it.
Yeah,
Probably the curse of my job, though.
Yeah. Trent's also asking if you could post it in Discord, Keith.
Yep, I will.
And getting comfortable with your editing software and all that. There's been a learning curve with DaVinci and me. Every time I use it, I just kind of, my brain melts a little bit. So
Every once in a while, every few videos, I try to learn something new to add in.
Yeah, I'm not getting into the video editing yet. I'm gonna start off just doing some live streams and
did get a bunch of stuff recorded though this week, which was really nice. Haven't been
Yeah, it
able to
looks
do
like
that
you
too much
got a
lately.
lot done on Monday.
Yeah. Having Mondays off. I don't know. I record well on Mondays. I don't know what it is, but probably because cats at work.
You're home alone.
Mm-hmm. No distractions.
No one crop dusting you.
Uh-huh.
Sticking their fingers in your ear.
Yeah, putting dryer
Or
sheets
other
in my shirt.
orifices.
Mm-hmm. Orify.
I stuck it in general.
Easy. Chief. Getting all excited.
Yeah, cat just
Hey.
sticks it in his ear.
Or down his shirt, or you leave
So
her
true.
warp core alone.
It is not a clickable link in Discord, though.
Oh, Donnie's not a mod. He can't post it in your channel. Jody says he subbed to more than 400 channels. Woo!
You're subbed to more than 400 channels? Wow.
Says he's been watching YouTube for a long time. Yeah.
I don't know if it's weird, but I'm really protective of my algorithm, so I don't subscribe to a whole lot of people. I try to avoid like getting just a bunch of random shit. But I don't know. Wow, 400. Howard.
Oh,
I like look over and I see a flash of color on my phone, right? And then it flashes up on the screen. And I'm Thank you, Howard. That is amazing. Really appreciate you, my friend. Yeah.
Well, he's only $830 away from sending you the Falcon. So
right. God, I can't believe just the Falcon. That's insane.
oh, Jody says now that we have streaming service, he started watching the Orville today. Nice.
Such a good show. I haven't seen the last season, but it is such a good show.
it is.
Seth MacFarlane is a huge Star Trek fan, and
Oh yeah, he is.
so you know, like when you get a fan making a sci-fi show, like it's like a love letter to Star Trek. In a lot of ways, at least I felt in the beginning, like when I first started watching Discovery and everything, that it was more Star Trek than Star Trek was, and in a lot of ways, it kind of is. So it's a fantastic show. It really is. How interesting. Okay. So we're going to be taking this little ring and we're going to be putting, looks like a little pivot in it. Okay. So find two of these. There we go. Connects. So, no, not one of those, but the ones with. I see. So putting the end on through there. And then I see.
Dash says he can't afford to send you the Falcon. He just got his summer tax bill. Oops.
Ooh.
Oh God. Yeah, take care of your business, man. Like you're good.
So that's just the ring you're going to clip all the nozzle things to.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I see Dave Bautista and Samuel L. Jackson have a new movie coming out.
Huh.
Afterburn.
How interesting. Afterburn, huh?
Yep.
It's either going to be really good or really bad.
Preview looked interesting. I'll say that.
Dash says the cat was supposed to go win us big bucks at the casino. Has that happened yet? Probably not. Did she pay the casino's rent? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not talking about it right now.
Yeah. The shortest lived YouTube channel.
Yep.
You're going to put a light in that.
Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up the instructions real quick.
Yep. Go to page
It's like 28.
28. Yep.
Well,
So
Howard's offering you something here that would solve your storage problem.
there you go.
I
You
said,
can
well,
build
I
it
could
and
send
send
you
it
my
back to him.
Falcon, and you just send it back to him.
So you should have an LED strip with a black 4 square on it on the end of it.
Okay. Perfect. So let me grab. This is from pack number 4. So I am never going to try to put these back in here again. There we go.
No. Yeah, the LED strip should have a little square 4x4 LED attached to the end of the strip. That's it.
And then this one has. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so when you get there's going to be a little white round cone thing that you're going to put the orange cover on. I think it's probably on the next page of the Lego, but
This thing here.
yep, that's it. You put the board on top of the white thing. Put the orange thing back on top of it. I think it goes on the underside.
Underside.
Yeah, facing out. Put the LEDs facing out.
Flip it over.
There you go. Now capture that with the orange thing.
There we go.
And then you push that in from behind the black cone.
Okay, let's see where that's at. I see. Yep. Oh, look at the other instructions, Jordan.
Yeah, so it's on 29, but you can see, so the orange part goes into the cone with the orange facing out. I think it has to come from the inside.
Come from the inside?
Yeah. So pull that out. Put the orange part into the cone. There you go. Push it until it stops. There you go.
And Chase says, and that's why you build the electronic stuff while Todd is here.
And then the LED strip wraps around the base of that cone.
I see.
You can see that on page 29.
Yeah.
The third
Got it.
picture. Second and third pictures.
Nice.
Figure I'd just catch you while you're putting it together instead of taking it all apart and doing it again.
Perfect.
Howard said, I saw that it was a game of brick or whatever. Those are called. You sent Jordan for this. The Falcon has lights and sound.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting because Light My Bricks, which is the lighting kit I showed you, and I really like that because they came out with a new version, a new way of connecting all the wires and everything. It's their version 2 setup. And they don't carry the Razor Crest anymore, and I wonder if it's because of the magnetic connector. I don't know. Maybe they had problems with it or something. But anyway, so now you can put that on there.
Sweet.
And the wires are going to run down. If you look on, where is it? It's on step.
So on page 30.
Look at page 31, the fourth picture. You're going to see the side panel you're going to pull off to run the wires to the front.
I see.
The fourth picture. So you pull off that line of bricks. It's on the first page of 32 as well.
Yeah, and then that's where both the top and bottom wires are going to route through.
Yes, so they're going to drop. They're going to drop through, but it also tell you which corner that wire needs to run.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway, but now you can continue building because that's basically all the lights.
Sweet. So just like that.
There you go.
Oh no.
Hurry! Come on.
I'm working.
Go.
Working.
Jody says, I need to start doing all my wiring on a group stream. I'm so stuck.
I can tell you right now that is a fantastic idea. You can just like literally bounce ideas off of people. Okay. Need to do this 12 times. Okay. Not once and then go, oh, I got to do it 12 more times. No, we're gonna do it 12 times.
Yeah, but it goes together fast.
Yeah, it does.
And then there's just a long rod that nozzle sits on, and it goes down into the engine. That's what holds it on there.
I see. Okay.
Look at him go.
He's flying.
I know. I feel like there should be like montage music going on.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
For some reason, my mind went to the Benny Hill song. Yakety sax.
That's appropriate for Friday nights.
Seriously. That's 3, 6, 7. Oh, when you run out of those parts, that'll tell you when you're done, Jordan.
Yeah, Howard says once you start going with the Legos, you start getting into a rhythm.
Yeah. In the beginning, I'm always kind of like a little, what am I doing? All right. Let's get going. You're 100% correct.
Hi, baby. Nice rocket boosters.
Hi,
Oh.
Newt.
Your pigs. Ken says hi. Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca. right. There's 12 of those.
Start clicking them on the ring. Brown side facing out. Evenly spaced.
Todd, Ian or Don's asking, have you gotten a progress report from Ian on his build?
Are you talking about the Falcon or what I sent him?
I'm
Sorry, the
assuming
Airwolf or what?
Airwolf, I would assume.
Oh, I have no idea. I know he's got a bunch of videos he's been trying to catch up on. So, yeah. And I don't think I've gotten a shipping notification on the other thing yet. I don't know what's taking so long. Maybe they took this week off. I don't know. No, he sent me a picture of the Airwolf where he had just done the base part of the helicopter basically, and I don't know. I don't know anything after that. I am not aware. Yeah, you should be able to space them out so they go evenly all the way around.
Jordan's thinking hard.
And we're all watching intently.
Yeah. All right, now when you get to the point where you're going to put that big plastic wheel on the back, you're going to run that wire down through one of the outer holes, not the center hole, one of the spoke holes.
One of these ones here.
Yes, right, because that the black rod is going to go into the back of the engine you're holding, and then it's going to go through the center of that silver ring.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So you want the wire to not go through the center hole. So you can put that in, and then then you can slide that. You just when you go to put that next big gray ring on, you're going to run the wire down through one of the side holes.
Got it.
And that's pretty much it for the back engine. You're gonna, the rest of it's just putting the collar, the chain collar on.
Oh, okay. Freaking easy. Let's do there.
And then you're going to plug it in so I can go.
Cut.
You ready? All right.
What? Huh?
Ah.
Oh.
And if you wanted to, you could actually stick that down into your nacelle too. Because that's pretty much done. Just keep the wire towards that strip you're going to pull off, which I think is right there in front of you. Yep, that's the piece.
Yep.
So run the wire between those gray. There you go. You got it. Oh.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, let's see it.
Let's grab the board.
And then I got a jet.
Sounds good, man.
But that way you'll have one done. You just build the other one the same way.
Nice and easy.
What is what? What is king size? That's where I buy my condoms.
Oh my god. Nice.
You picture me of this wearing a plaid button up?
There it is.
Ooh, that looks so nice.
Now, that'll probably have some kind of flicker effect, is my guess.
Yeah. You're probably right. Dude, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
That is badass. Hell yeah. And then grab.
What? I'm looking at t-shirts and you're looking at plaid button-ups. Oh, you're looking at the dude? Is that what you think I'm going to look like?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
One nacelle is done completely and lit. Dude, that's so cool.
It looks really good, man.
Thanks, dude.
All right, I got to get out of here.
All right, man.
Take
You
care.
create-
try to listen when I can, but
Okay. Enjoy your
rubbing my
enjoy your
back.
evening.
Oh,
You
Oh,
crazy kids have a good time tonight.
oh God. Oh. All right. See ya.
Take
See you,
care.
Todd.
I love it. All right, so that's on there. Let's go ahead and get the chain put together. These are actually fairly easy to build. And if they did the same as last time, we're going to leave 2 we don't use. Then we'll hop back over to finishing the other side. I think I was like looking around, like when I was watching a video, the tested video today with Andrew. When I was thinking ahead for some of my builds, I think for Voyager, when I get around to building that, and I'm hoping that's going to be later this year, I think I want to use the inner light kit.
Okay, yeah.
I think I want to kind of go down that route and use one of those because that is so cool.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll be following along with Andrew there when I do my Excelsior.
Yeah. And this thing here is actually like a little like jumper board. So we'll plug everything from up here into here, and then this runs down into the body.
Okay.
There's also like under like running lights underneath as well that we're going to be putting on, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
And then as this is done on both sides, both the front and back, I'll go ahead and route the wires down and through. And thanks again to Howard for finding the instructions last week or the week before. Okay. Chain's done. Let's go ahead and wrap this, and this one's going to go right along here. So the wires are coming out from underneath. Nice. From around. Oh, one more link. How dare you?
Donnie says when you build the Voyager, you have to use the kit deflector and sand it down thin enough to let the light through. Challenge issued.
Oh, Donnie, you know what I was thinking is doing something better and asking you to 3D print something for me. I did that. That was the thing that happened.
Yes, it is.
That was the thing that happened. Okay, get that plugged back in. All of that. No. Okay. Stop being cute. And where is this one? Back. No. Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
So, Keith, are you doing your stream next Tuesday then?
Pardon me, Ken. What was that?
Are you going to be doing your stream on Tuesday?
No, I was planning on starting, but my nephew and his wife and our great niece are coming in, so they'll be here, and I'll be wanting to spend time with them.
Oh, for sure. So it'll be a couple weeks then.
hopefully the week after.
Okay. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to seeing that.
Yep. Looking forward to get it started.
I think Jody's going to be interested in watching that one too, with him having the same kit.
Oh yeah. Yep. This is going to be done, being it's going to be every other week probably. I'm also going to have to be building it on Friday nights and Sundays
Right.
if I plan on getting it done by Wonder.
Okay. So that one is all taken care of. Although my wires coming out in a weird place. Why did you do that, Jordan?
Do they get covered up at all, or?
They do, yeah. You kind of run them down through. Let me look at my instructions here real fast. Yeah, I routed my wires in the wrong spot. That's fine. I can just kind of pull this over that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this panel off very carefully. Just like that. And then this one. What do? They run down. So many steps. Sorry, just reading instructions.
No problem. Jody says he's going to build his smaller Kronos one for practice first. He says it has no clear parts, though, so he's going to have to get creative.
Oh, interesting. And what size is that, Jody?
Is that the 537 scale, roughly, /600 scale? Now, Jordan, you're going backwards there, bud.
No, I know. There's this piece is a little fiddly, I will say.
Todd's going to come back, and you're going to have the whole thing in pieces again. Todd, you shouldn't have left. It all went wrong.
What'd you do? All right, so we run these wires out. All right, take this off. There we go. Well, why? I see. Gotta get the chain back on. These instructions aren't the most like. Oh my god.
So it's the instructions you're using right now are the ones for the lighting kit.
Yeah, they're not the most wonderful instructions. I'll be quite honest with you. Just pictures, and they don't like no pointers where you should be putting things or anything like that. It's just kind of do this. Okay.
So, Jody, you could maybe talk nicely to Donnie and see if he can look around and see if he can find some clear parts that can be 3D printed. I don't want to speak for Donnie, but maybe he might be willing to 3D print something for you if there's something that can be done.
Let's see here. All right. So, and then it runs down towards the front. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that off. And then what do we do? Oh, how interesting. Oh, so this connects up to the front one. I see. I was like, wait, that's not enough length. What is going on? Why is this not working? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these panels back over. There we go. And these are such tiny wires. These are probably like 32 gauge wire.
Right.
They're designed to fit in between the Lego pieces. Then what I didn't do, oops. That's the end of that stage. Is I need to turn this around and
Reroute
find
that
the
one.
little. Yeah, I got to basically route the. I got to take this chain off. Taking that chain off. Excuse me. And then we're going to continue to run this up. I'm going to take this one off. Slide this one out of the way real quick. Run that through. Back in. There we go.
So Jody went and looked at the model. He says it doesn't show any scale, only 15 inches long. Yeah, just throw a picture up on in Discord there, Jody. We'll take a look and we'll see if we can figure it out. I think it is the 537 one, though, if I remember what I saw.
So I put these LEDs in backwards when I put them in last week. Yeah, I was so tired at the end of last stream. I had a
You
hell of a
were
week last week. So, because I need the, let me go ahead and turn this up. So the wire that we just routed through is coming up through here.
right.
And the JST connector is right here, and it doesn't reach across. So it needs to move over into the spot. So I need to basically just switch the LED around here real quick. Unfortunately, take out some of the super stickiness of it, but should be fine over time. That. I am just going to take this one. No, don't do that. No. Okay. Which makes more sense based on where this wire routes down. There we go. So that one's locked in. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect up this JST. These are so tiny with my big fat fingers. There we go. This one fits right here.
That's it, Jordan. Your fingers are going on a diet.
Start
exercising your fingers.
I need to go on a diet. Yeah. Shit. Put that on backwards. Good job, Jordan. I'll blame it on the shitty instructions. There we go. Let's connect it in. This fell off, and I think it fell off from right there. It did. So let's get these wires tucked in. There we go. Then I'm going to pull the wire through this way, and then we'll tuck that out here in a little bit. this is going to go back over the top. Other way. That's connected back up. And then we'll test everything, make sure it still works. There we go. Now that I've done this one side, I know what to do for the other side. So let's go ahead and give this a test. I want to keep unplugging and plugging these in, but fear of breaking them, but we should be fine. Bingo.
Here we go. We got front and back lights.
Front and back lights. Oh, that's super cool.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. So disconnect that. Let's go ahead and go back to stage 32. Stage 32. Step 32. We're not building a part work, Jordan. Yep. So it's going to go into bag 33. Okay. So let's go ahead and flip over. Move our electronics out of the way. We're going to be building on the right side over here. So everything's going to be done over on this side. Be nice to balance this out because this thing is now definitely not the same size, at least for balance wise. I think I put on 3 Legos before Todd's like, no, do the other thing. All right. Let's go ahead and quickly build up the front here. Oh, so much water.
Alec
Okay.
is excited to go to the movie, the new Jurassic World movie tomorrow. Chase is
Oh,
saying,
nice.
Alec, at least you can catch up on your sleep during the movie.
Yeah, I've heard things. I've heard things.
Have you heard stuff?
Lots of opinions on the internet, of course, as the internet does.
Yes.
So
So Jody's looking at his kit. He says, yeah, it's not the called Kronos one, but it's the same shape. Yeah, so it'd just be a
Katinga.
general Katinga.
Oh. How interesting. Did I go way too far ahead here? Why? I don't have any of the outside pieces on here.
Oh, maybe you did.
How interesting. What did I do?
Makes me think of Tommy Boy. What did you do?
Yeah. Do I have package 26? No. Okay, I'm confused. That's what happens when we go all over the place in the build, Todd. Okay, I think I got. I got that. So far I got the outer part of that. Okay. Yeah, it's from skipping around. So I got 21, 33, 34, 29, 35, 36. Okay. Okay, I don't have that on the second one. This is awesome. Okay.
And Andrew is back.
Hey, Andrew. Okay, so what bag is this? Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, because I need to. Hold on. I feel like I'm missing parts. Shouldn't be missing parts, but 17, 19, 19. Okay. Listen to my brain make sounds of doing things. Where did I start? Here.
Chase says they're over there.
Thank you. What did I do? What pack is this? Okay. I feel like I'm missing a pack here. It's probably just me being dumb. I apologize, guys. I'm building all over the place. All right. So 26, 27, 28. So this is 32 right here. 26 got me through. So, all right. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure this out. Do I have like an extra bag of parts around here somewhere? I wouldn't have opened up a package and not started it or finished it. Oh, you know. I don't want to hear it. I found it.
Well, Chase told you exactly where they are. Where they
Over
were.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Poor Chase being ignored by you, and he's just trying to help you out.
Yeah, I know. Like I blame this entirely on Todd.
Sidetracking you.
Don't go sequentially in the build. No, let's build the engine pods, and then let's just build one engine pod and find those instructions. Okay, so yes, I finished up here. That matches up with what I got over on this side. Yes, it is pack 29. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I like literally had a brief brown pants moment there. And by brief, I mean my briefs were almost briefed. Right. I always have to take out the trash after a Lego stream. Fills up the trash can so fast. Okay. So let's get this out of the way.
Empty the trash can into a larger trash can.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what happens. All right. These, oh, I remember this whole thing. Let me get 6 of these. It's kind of nice. It's a lot of just kind of repeating steps now on both sides, obviously. Excuse me.
Andrew says, I think this might need some putty work out when you're done assembling the model.
You know, there are some light leaks. I will say that. There are some light leaks, but I think with this, we might be fine. Maybe. Just maybe. It would be kind of funny, though, if someone actually went through and puttied the model and actually took care of all the seams. So much work.
Do the metallic painting.
Right. God, put it in the paint booth. I'm going to take this apart later. It's okay. The paint will stay.
Andrew says, black blocks for light blocking?
No.
Yeah, Donnie's talking to Jody about STL files for that Katinga model.
Nice.
The only thing you can find is the nacelle inserts to make it look like the Kronos 1. To which Jody's saying, I can make those, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking a lot about it. I think for Wonderfest this year, I want to do a scratch build.
Yeah?
I want to try my hand at it.
Like a complete scratch build or a bit of a base with some scratch building?
Complete scratch build is kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. I've gone to the thrift shop a couple times looking for something to inspire me, and I haven't found anything yet. But I want to build something that's modular.
Right.
That I can take apart and ship or transport easily. If you believe I'm thinking about transport.
Yeah.
Tired of fixing models at the end of every Wonderfest.
Well, there's also fixing models when you get to Wonderfest.
Yeah, thankfully, I was able to avoid that both times. But that's not always going to be the case for sure. Where's that piece? What do you look like? Where are you? No. Regular gray. Normally, I'm pretty quick at spotting these pieces, but I can't believe there's some people that like completely separate out each step before they start building. I get it, but like, wow.
Jody, I'm just looking on ScaleMates. That kit that you're talking about, there is aftermarket for it. Some photo etch and stuff. If you're interested.
Where is it?
As well as looks like a replacement bridge.
There it is. God.
Keith, you awake over there?
Yeah, I'm here. Trying to select music. Too much to choose from.
Yeah. So, grab 4.
Does this all seem oddly familiar?
Hmm.
Jordan,
Oh.
does this feel oddly familiar?
It really does, yeah. Literally the same exact thing as on the other side. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. The lighting kit you're talking that oh yeah, no problem, Jody. The lighting kits that Andrew was using, that's inner lights.
Yep.
Yeah. So Andrew, you said they have a basic set. Would that basic set work for something like a 1/1000 scale Defiant or something like that? Or would that
It's
be
actually
overkill?
no, the basic is what he had in the NXL1 that was there. I basically can control up to 30 LEDs with the basic.
Okay. I was thinking maybe trying something like that out on a like do it like one of my 1/1000 kits, like the Defiant or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the older 1/1000 kits, just the quality is not as good as the newer stuff, like the Defiant.
Mm-hmm. The Defiant was a pretty good build, actually. I was pretty pleased with it.
Yeah.
It fit together nice.
Oh, here comes Andrew.
What do you want to know?
So if I'm going to build, like say the 1/1000 Defiant, would it be worth doing inner lights on that, or would that be overkill?
How many lights would you want to be putting into it?
Just the basic lighting. I'm not looking to do any effects other than maybe some flashing, strobes if it has it or whatever. Now,
So if you're looking to do less than 30 controllable LEDs, then the basic is going to be probably good enough for what you want to do. Because then you still have control over warp engines, fusards, those colored area, those disc things on the top. I can't remember what they are.
right.
But the circular areas that shine some light on the top. You can do your flashies. You can do your quantum launchers, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So if you don't need more than 30 LEDs, then you can definitely do that with the light version.
Okay. And what are they? Was that one run for? Do you know?
I can tell you.
I'd appreciate that.
So the light, Sorry, I'm just looking for the price list.
No worries.
So the light controller is 60 Canadian.
Okay.
It's actually really reasonable.
Well, especially for what it can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then the Light Plus, which also has which does everything the light does, but it's got breakout cables for some extra things. So integrated audio and some interface buttons. It's 80 Canadian.
Oh, okay.
And then the Pro is 195 Canadian.
Right. And the Pro is what I'll need for the Excelsior.
That is. So those prices translated to US are 40 US for the light, 60 US for the light plus, and 135 US for the Pro. For anybody wondering about US pricing.
Nice.
Sweet.
So yeah, the if you're gonna do say up to 30 controllable LEDs, and you don't need sound, you don't need physical buttons, then the light is fine. If you the light plus does up to 40 LEDs, and you can do up to 4 physical buttons, and
Okay.
and have some basic integrated audio.
Yeah, I was just thinking for something like the. Is that the right way, Jordan?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, it's weird that they want it that way.
Okay. No, I was just thinking, just doing a basic lighting job on the like the Defiant, just a 1000 Defiant, just get used to using their product.
Yeah, and one of the nice things is if you're doing chiller grills and you don't need either like either engine to do different things,
Right.
you can split the data line to both sides and not use, like, say if you use 5 LEDs in it, because it's not a big ship, right?
Right. Yeah.
Model. So say you use five LEDs for your chiller grill, and you want to save on your LED count, you could do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, but split the data so both sides only count as 5 LEDs.
Okay.
Same with your Bizarre. So if you're doing some things that are symmetrical, you can split the data. It's just it'll control both sides exactly the same. So a little workaround there.
Jordan, you almost need something to bridge in the middle there, so it's not sitting on that engine.
This is all coming apart there. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. I know how to fix that part. It's frustrating.
Hopefully nothing else falls apart. Something that you don't know how to fix.
Yeah, thankfully it's just, yeah, you're right. I need to find something to bridge in between. So I'm thinking, like, looking around. So they'll just kind of prop it up.
You need some 1, 2, 3 blocks.
What are 1, 2, 3 blocks?
Machined like steel blocks that are 1 inch by 2 inch by 3 inch.
I think that Buck uses.
Yeah, Buck uses them. I use them.
Use them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have some too.
Yeah, they're really handy.
The new thing all the cool kids are using?
I've been using them for quite a while, like years.
So Ken's saying he's been cool for a while.
So I just checked, 63 new subscribers today.
That's awesome.
That is awesome, man.
That's so cool.
And at least 4 emails asking where I got my jacket.
Nice. Where did you get your jacket?
Amazon.
Oh, there you go. So now you can start sharing the link with everybody.
Should put it in your. Do you have an Amazon store?
I do not.
Mm. Yeah. That piece is on there. All right. I have done this all before.
Experiencing a little bit of deja vu, huh?
Little bit, yeah. The second one's going together now that I'm not confused as to what I was doing wrong.
Just remember, vent the shuttle bay, not the tractor beam.
That's right. And there it is. One of these. There we go. And this goes right above that. There we go. Thankfully, these go pretty quick once you get the hang of what you're doing. Let's see. Same thing as we did on the other side. Where are you, Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
Got some work to do now.
Love it. Okay.
So you lost a producer.
Yeah. Todd had a date tonight. So he was only going to be able to hang around for a little while. And he wanted to see the first nacelle finished. All lit up.
Well, it was handy. He was here for it too.
Yeah, exactly. He helped me like get some of that routing done and all that. So,
Are those spinning components?
not spinning, but they move.
No, the in a little
this?
bit. Yeah.
So it's a chain.
Okay.
It kind of creates that like just mechanical trench like look around the outside. It's kind of interesting. There's like 42 links in here too. It's kind of crazy. Okay, build this again. Same one we just built. Oh,
Did you find some good music there, Keith?
I think so.
That wasn't Keith though.
Oh, okay.
That was me referencing my my Enterprise D reference footage from Generations.
Oh, okay.
It started up
Nice.
before I could mute it.
So after they filmed that segment, did they request some of that footage from you so they can put it in with the video?
Yeah, Norm contacted me the week after Wonderfest to see if I could send some additional footage, photos
That's so
and
cool.
footage. So I just sent them what I thought they might be interested in and let them just figure it out.
How much of it did they use?
A bit. I mean, I gave them a variety of things so that they had a decent amount of stuff to choose from.
Yeah. So cool, man.
Which I saw a few of the videos that they put out so far where they've had a little bit, but I feel like they used a lot more in my interview video, maybe just because I sent them a ton of stuff.
Oh, it was a remarkably thorough interview. Like he gave you a lot of time, which was
He
great.
did. Well, they're interested in the nitty gritty, right? So
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
when they're legitimately interested in the nitty gritty, they want to talk about it.
Yep. And I
So
just love his eye, like the way his eye just kept getting drawn towards the model and like looking in places that, you know, we all look, but it's so cool seeing that from him too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 2/3 of the video was the interview with me, and then a third of it was interview with Andy.
With Andy, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think it worked well. And did well featuring the model and has been helpful to the channel today. But I think it's gonna drive some business Andy's way.
Oh, 100%.
I know it is already because I've been trying to stay on top of the comments in the video and reply to people as they're asking things or talking about it. And there's been a couple people that have said that they will be ordering.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's some additional knock-on business for Andy too, because you get the initial surge from the show, and then people either forget or it peters off, and he'll get some people ordering who saw him at Wonderfest who forgot to initially, and then they do it. But this will kind of be just a secondary surge, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's great what's happening for your channel too. Like, I mean, that's like the best possible scenario you can get from that.
Yeah,
you know, just the exposure.
Yeah, I don't know what the overall final impact will be, but certainly I'm noticing it today. So
yeah.
Sixty subscribers wouldn't be a lot for some of the guys doing this, but it is for me. So,
Great numbers.
Do you have another update video coming out anytime soon?
Depends on how quickly I can get this second one built.
Right.
Because I don't want to just rehash the build again. I want to try to get it built so I can do a deep dive into the paint scheme.
Right.
I had to gloss over so much of it in that last episode because I was getting it ready for Wonderfest. So I want to be able to do a bit of a deep dive. So I'm kind of head down, just trying to get it done.
Okay. One of these. Go. This goes towards the top.
So Jordan, what do you find the most enjoyable about doing the Lego side of things?
I would say really it's kind of the ability to follow instructions and build something and quickly see it come together without having to do glue and sanding and all the rest. And it's just kind of like mind numbing. Like really, like you're not until I start adding like the lights and stuff, it's just you just build. And I that's the thing that I love the most. You just build. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. You just build. I love it. Especially after like a long day at work. Sometimes like I'll get on streams and I'm just like, oh you just worked all day. Let's go be social for a few hours. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the best way of putting it is it's just kind of mind numbing and easy to do, and you see the results pretty quickly. And it's precision engineering. Like if something's not fitting, it's your fault. So yeah. I just wish they had more Star Trek kits.
Well, sounds like they're coming out with some stuff.
Yeah. Which is exciting.
Which in my mind is about time.
Yep. Yeah. Of course I dropped one.
I mean, the easy one would be like a Galileo shuttle.
Right.
Like a TOS one.
Did you really just drop a part and you can't find it, Jordan? Wow.
Get up and start stomping your feet. You'll find it.
Seriously.
Do they pack extras?
Like, it could only have gone like one place. Why is it gone? Oh my God. Are you serious? Oh, I wonder if I have an extra one. I do.
Are you going to need that extra one for later on, or is it truly an extra?
It's truly an extra, which is great. I somehow managed to not lose a single one of my extra parts from last week. It's all just sitting on my desk. Okay.
Nice.
Somehow. That's going to clip in.
So with school being done, but summer camps and stuff not quite being on the go yet, my daughters had to be at work with me in my office.
Uh-huh.
So she's been bringing some Lego sets with her to build.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
last week she built an old school Apple computer.
Oh, cool.
With a keyboard and mouse.
That's awesome.
And now that wasn't Lego brand. That was like an off brand, but same basic thing. And then yesterday she did a Minecraft Lego. It was quite
cool.
Quite a decent number of pieces. Took her all day to do it, but kept her entertained. And then she had a that was an actual Lego brand. And then she brought with her another retro off-brand one. It was a arcade game, but she got tired of doing Lego because she'd been doing it so much, so she decided not to. It's good for her because it's logical and step by step and orderly, which is good for her.
Nice. Yeah, I think that there's something to it. Like when it's just kind of like step by step. It's not like super like the orderliness of it. You know, it's just it's easy to build, and yet it's also
everything's provided. You don't have to come up with
anything.
Solutions to thing like building your own armature or something silly like that.
Right, exactly. And if you follow instructions like I didn't, You don't have to like take things apart.
Instructions, what are those for? Those are
But-
Right?
suggestions.
But if you make a
Lightly
mistake, you can always take it apart.
That's
fix
right.
it. Whereas if you realize after you've done the final assembly on a model that you've made a mistake,
We've all been there.
and you have to crack open a nacelle or two.
Yeah.
Why is it always in nacelles?
Yeah, why is it always nacelles? Todd's like, you'll have fun building these nacelles on this one. I'm like, uh-huh.
Famous last words?
Yeah, it puts the FU in fun, that's for sure. There we go. Okay. Now that my instructions are followed, the skin to the second nacelle is done. And I have caught up with where we started last time.
My grandfather always referred to them as the destructions.
That too.
Okay, this was. Now I got to go back to where I started. Do I go back to where I started? No, 32. There we go. Was this 32 that I opened? No. God, it hurts my brain. I like doing things in order. Damn it.
And then Todd comes and makes you do it not in order.
Yep, and by makes me like I can totally say no.
Yeah.
It is
Sure
my
you can.
thing. Yeah,
It's not like he can come there and physically make you do it.
it's true. He does know where I live though. He's been here.
Theoretically, you can say no.
Right. Very true.
Just like theoretically, you could say no to buying that that new model kit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like once it was in front of me, I'm just like, yeah, I can't. No, sorry. That's it's either going to be the JJ or the or Voyager coming up here soon once the runabout's done. And we will get back to that soon.
Yeah, I was
Well, you
just
know-
thinking that.
You know what? I didn't even think to check that JJ prize to make sure that all the parts were there.
It was sealed, quote unquote. I did go through and take a look. Everything's there.
Oh, good. Because I realized after the fact, oh, I didn't even check it before
Yep.
passing it off to you that it was complete.
Yep, I checked. Okay, all our parts are spread out again here. So we get caught back up. We need 3 of those.
Donnie says this is HTM. There is no order.
It's true. There's some odor
Just disorder.
though. That's right.
We look for things. We are smart.
The Packlids. We're smart.
How are they a spacefaring race?
Seriously.
It's not like they were a strong, violent race that can, take stuff from people they conquer or something. But no,
Hey, they managed to lure in the Enterprise.
It's true. You Janeway. So we do that just on one side? We don't do that twice? Okay, sure. We're going to do this. 2 of those. One of those. One of these.
How far back on chat are we? I don't see any stars.
Yeah, I can't star anything.
Okay.
Oh, you can't?
How
No.
far?
I'm
Uh,
pretty much. I was just about to ask Donnie's next question here. He says, "Did you ever get in contact with the person that built the JJ Prize at Wonderfest and ask them how they did the rotating themselves, Jordan? You said you were going to."
so I did. I gave them my sticker for my YouTube channel, and I asked them to reach out. But I have not heard anything, and for the life of me, I cannot remember their name. But they did mention that it was a what they used was a dollar store like little helicopter that had rotating, like dual rotating, or like not a dollar store, but like a cheap remote control helicopter, and they used the rotor mechanism because it had rotors that were going in opposite directions from each other. So yeah, I wish that I had done a little bit better job. Like every year at Wonderfest, you want to do a better job of like connecting with people and talking, but I don't know. Gotta wake up for that.
If you look back at some of Boyd's original videos, he had one where I think he was using like the original lighting kit for the TOS Enterprise, but then he replaced the motors because the kit supplied ones for the lighting kit are just so loud. He found these other ones, and then he just wired one backwards, so it would.
Yeah, probably just
Spin in
reverse.
reverse.
Yeah, so it would just rotate in reverse.
Donnie says, "Yeah, you said it was a little toy. That's what I was working on, but I can't figure out how to attach it."
Got it. Yeah. I'll try to remember to figure out some research on that. Try to remember. I think they have a YouTube channel, so I just gotta. And they won a couple of golds. Maybe won some awards for those.
They don't publish award winners.
They publish the award winners, but they don't say what model it was for or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Just here's all the people who won golds.
No, actually, here's just all the people who won awards.
Oh,
yeah.
So they didn't even say what level of award.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, like mine was like my name was like in the first 10 last year. I was like, oh wow, that's interesting.
So not even alphabetically.
No.
Now, do they just keep it to first names, or do they?
No, it was a full name.
People's names. Wow.
Full name. Yeah.
I hope for privacy's sake that they only do that for the adult categories.
I would assume so. God, think about that. Would assume so.
Because I know that they have like teen categories, and that would be troubling if they.
Yes. This just goes on top. Okay.
And Jody's asking, can you make a little housing for it?
What's that?
I'm assuming he's talking about the
those Broussard?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. Okay, how does this work? That.
So the 2024 winners here are listed by category.
Really?
Yeah. And then they go order merit, bronze, silver, gold.
Interesting. When I looked last year, they didn't have that. I also haven't looked since last year, so.
So, Andrew, you meant 2025 then?
No, 2024. 2025 hasn't posted yet.
Oh, okay. So did you get a copy of the JJ Price for yourself as well, Andrew?
No, the only reasonably priced one was the one Jordan took home.
Oh, okay.
There were two
Really,
others. There were two others there, but they were at the
Out
same
of-
booth, and they were like $150 a pop.
yeah, they were really expensive.
Well, wait a few more years, probably it'll get repopped.
The problem is it's Revel, Germany, right?
Yeah.
So they don't come over here. What I might have to do is get one of the UK guys to smuggle one in for me when they come to Wonderfest.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I've gotten Revel Germany stuff here before.
Keith has 4 of them in his store, like in his online store. But the cost to ship them over would be not worth it.
Two of these. Two of these. Regular ones. Are they regular? Yes, they're regular. Four of those. Two.
Pinch of this, a smattering of
Pinch
that.
of- That's right. Four of those. Oh, it's 4. Wow. I'm a good counter.
You can count all the way up to 5 using one hand.
Verse
I-
art.
Oh, that credit where credit isn't due thing. All right, I paid attention. We're doing this 4 times. Not once, 4 times. Matt? God, it's amazing how fast time flies. It's already 7 o'clock. It's crazy. Crazy.
But you did start building early, though, too, at least.
I did, yeah. So it's
Time
looking
to go.
like probably go for another hour. So 8 my time, more than likely. Gonna want to go get some food.
Go get some pizza.
God no.
Why not?
Oh no.
So it's the USS Enterprise 1701 Into Darkness.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
one of them, yeah.
46 euro.
Ow.
Is that on Keith's?
Oh God.
No. This is on MBK out of Germany.
I'm familiar with it.
A lot of armor and stuff comes out of there. They're kind of friendly with Andy's hobby headquarters and stuff. Drink.
The trick is importing it, right?
Yeah. And I've ordered stuff from them before.
There's certain pieces on this that just don't like to stay on. This is one of them. Maybe if I wouldn't stop messing it up. But besides the point. God, again.
Again!
Oh, Eric's here. He says hello from the campfire.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Modeling by a campfire, huh?
He's going old school for real.
Pay your bills.
Are you singing row, 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 row your boat there? You
With
get
the
those
extra
different
row?
rolls in.
Marshmallow.
Yep.
The best part of a fairly boring movie is all the camping scenes.
I don't understand the marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like, is marshmallow a brand name or something, and they couldn't say it?
Or are they trying to like keep playing on Spock not quite getting the human references right?
That's my understanding. It was McCoy playing with him.
Mm.
Well, they could have stood to be a little bit more obvious with that.
Right. I did have the Stay Puft marshmallow dispenser though, which was pretty cool. All right. There we go.
Was that a fictitious brand for the movie?
Stay Puft?
Yeah.
For Ghostbusters.
I think it was actually. It's the whatever the main brand was, whatever marshmallow. Who when you get marshmallows, it's like Jet Puffed is what it was. There you go. That's the name of the company. Jet Puffed. There we go.
The Marshmallow Man always reminds me of the Michelin Man.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered why somebody would think of that when they're trying not to think of anything.
Wakeman, why? So curve goes in. Let me go around the outside. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. Huh?
Hmm?
2 trailer park girls go around the outside. M&M. It's okay.
Three more subscribers since I popped on.
Nice.
Wow. That's so
Just
cool.
sprouting new viewers.
Yeah.
And they're all going to watch. So now you're going to get a bunch of like watch time too, which is the best part.
One can only hope.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying that tested viewers are all nerds who are actually going to want to watch?
Yes. One would hope.
Well, I know Helios was happy with the interview.
Did they email you about it?
I was chatting with them on Facebook Messenger,
Nice.
and they reposted it. So
Yeah, I think your numbers are going to go through the roof.
well, I don't know about that, but grow a bit for sure.
Okay, here's the scoop, Andrew. I'll get 2 of them coming from Germany, and I'll send you one when I get them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. I love it.
Because shipping price didn't increase when I ordered 2 as opposed to 1.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So, a gift to you
Well, thank you.
I love it.
for all you do for us.
I won't get to build it for a while, but
Well, doesn't matter to me. At least
definitely
you'll
will be
have
on
one.
my to-do list when I get some time to build some personal stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I've got a couple projects on the docket, so some big projects.
Yes. Yes, you do.
What? No. Crazy talk. Two of these. One of those.
So Howard has a question here. He said, I said, Andrew Jordan, did you know in the original Star Trek they had planned on doing a musical with Spock and the crew, but they felt it broke Spock's character, so they really Strange New Worlds did it.
I can't
I had heard-
imagine. I can't imagine them pulling off a musical back
In the
Deadly
60s.
Blue days.
Yeah. It'd have been too much of a departure.
Do you guys know? And I feel safe saying this now because it's been hinted at least by the showrunners themselves, that they are planning. And I got this information separate from the news reports. I got this from crew on the show.
Mm.
That once Strange New Worlds is done, they're coming out
You're
with
gonna TOS.
TOS reboot with all the same sets, cast,
Yeah.
somewhat cast, sets, everything.
Nice.
Yeah. I have also heard rumblings about that as well.
So as far as the cast and crew are concerned, it's a thing that's happening.
Wow. I mean, why not? Like, we never got the last 2 years of Kirk's 5-year mission. We never got it. Why not?
And as far as we know, we didn't get Kirk's first 5-year mission on the Enterprise.
That's correct. So
Because there's some controversy as far as when he actually took command and like
what did
where
we see in the TOS? Like, when did we pop into?
Yeah.
Hey, Steven, thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate you. Yeah, when did we pop into TOS? Like, when did that happen? Yeah, that's like
Tony says if they do as good a job as they're doing Strange New Worlds, it'll be awesome.
So
there's
Wesley is a good Kirk.
There's going to be obviously there's going to be people that are completely against it because it's not in the style of the original series, and then there's a whole bunch of people that are going to love it.
Yep. That's kind of exciting, actually. I gotta say.
I was kind of keeping it to myself just because I didn't know how much was public knowledge.
Right.
But
I've definitely heard some rumblings.
Yeah, the rumors are out there, and it seems that the rumors have come from like Akiva Goldsmith himself, etc., or whatever his name is. So
yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm breaking confidence saying that.
Yeah.
That said, also there's a possibility because I do know somebody who works on the show that I might get a chance to
do the set tour.
Get a set tour.
Oh, dude.
The only thing is if it's while they're not filming, because NDAs and spoilers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then none of the set won't be lighted properly. But still,
Be able to see it.
yep.
Oh, that would be so cool.
See it. Sit in the chair.
Okay. Reached the point where I can put on the next set of lights.
Ooh, lighting. Fancy.
So it's these two here. I'll separate these out. I'm going to grab a small little bridge piece here. The JST connectors are in the up position, so you want to have the contacts facing up. Here we're doing one of these.
Are the JSTs JSTing?
They are JST, that's for sure. Okay, so
Howard sent you a DM, Andrew.
Okay.
Donnie says, but that's just it. It's way closer to the style of the original than any other Star Trek shows.
mm-hmm. Well, and it's the thing I'll say about it is you can tell that the actors are also passionate about what they're doing, and so like Anson Mount, you couldn't have cast a better Pike. Like I think one of the best things they did on Discovery was casting Anson Mount as Pike.
Mm-hmm.
And Ethan Peck as Spock. Like the two of them, Ethan Peck is fantastic as Spock, and I don't mind the fact that they're playing around with Spock's emotions and stuff like that. Like it makes total sense because it's one of the things that Spock was dealing with before he went through Kolinar.
Well, he left Starfleet to deal with his emotions.
That's right. So it all makes sense, and just the actors, the actors are so good. They're so good.
I'm curious to see how the cast changes ahead of TOS season
Well,
1.
they still need to introduce at this point. It's Bones, Chekhov, and Sulu.
Well, and Bones,
So-
they don't really need to introduce too early on because
No, because Omega was the chief medical officer for a long time on the Enterprise.
and he was still there. Like there was a transitional time
Yep.
between.
That's right.
Now, how do we work in? The cage happened before Strange New Worlds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On
So
his
that
first
doctor,
5-year
that
mission.
doctor is already gone.
Piper, yeah.
Yeah.
Good doctor too, actually. He played a good what would have been McCoy before McCoy.
Donnie says Anson Mount is the best part of Strange New Worlds.
Agreed.
And Howard is saying, I'm assuming we'll see Pike in the wheelchair and all messed up in the final episode, I would assume.
That's gonna be some hard dialogue for Anson Mount to memorize.
Yeah. Not being able to say anything at all.
Beep.
Yeah. Beep. Beep. Beep.
What was it? 1 beep for yes, 2 beeps for no?
Right.
Donnie says, and Nurse Chapel.
Oh yeah, no, she's fantastic. No.
There's the meme of Scotty and Deanna together. Scotty saying, all over the ship, I keep hearing Nurse Chapel's voice. And Deanna says, yeah, I'm always hearing my mother's too.
I love it.
I still say that that a company who does personal assistants needs to, like digital personal assistants need to license her voice.
Agreed. I did it dumb.
You did it backwards?
Yeah. Well, I can, Jordan. I don't need to do that. I can literally unplug this.
You know the reason why the line in Picard was the computer line in Picard was Enterprise USS Enterprise now under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard,
Because they
And-
use the original recording.
because they didn't have a line of her of the computer saying
Admiral.
of her saying that in Admiral.
Yep. It was so cool hearing Majel Barrett's voice, though, too.
And
And
the
they credited her.
And the comment, I miss that voice.
I miss that voice. Yeah. All right. So, well, Jordan, you need to pay attention here. So there we go. That's a long one. Yes. Okay. Just making sure that I got the right cable here. We'll go ahead and give this a test. These JSTs are so small and tiny that my big fat fingers are having a hell of a time.
You should solder up some of those 2020 SMD strips.
No. No, I'm good.
I just got a fresh batch of them in.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm really good.
Howard says, DeForest Kelly really didn't want to do Star Trek because he didn't want to be typecast.
Yeah.
Typecast because he always played bad guys in westerns. I do remember seeing him in a submarine TV show where it was a different submarine every week. And stories from World War II, based on true stories from World War II, and he played I believe he was the captain of the ship.
There we go. So these work. And are wired up properly.
I mean, if he was worried about getting typecast, and he was always playing bad guys in westerns, playing a space doctor would be a way of getting out of the typecast of that he was already in.
Right.
At least makes sense to me.
Okay. Sweet. That's that. Go ahead and cover these up. Go. Tuck the wire. Go. Sweet. There we are. So my plan is basically, I think, what I'd like to do is get the rest of this nacelle put together. And then there's a part where we kind of run some wires down underneath here and get it routed so that it's ready for the connection. So I think that's what we'll work till today.
Who of the original cast is still alive these days?
It's Shatner, Takei, and Koenig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of actors who passed away, Michael Madsen passed away today.
Yeah, I heard that.
Not Star Trek related in any way, but
nope. Mr. Blonde.
Yep.
Sorry, forgive my ignorance. Who was that?
He was in a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies. He was Mr. Blonde. He was the dude that was in Free Willy. If you remember that movie. God.
Sorry, that's not a movie I've ever watched more than
the
first time when I was like, whenever it came out.
They filmed it up in BC too. Not exactly a tropical locale.
See if there's any movies maybe you might know him from.
Did you see Kill Bill?
Nope.
Okay. How about Reservoir Dogs?
No, never even heard of it.
Okay.
It's fine. It's probably somebody. Probably somebody I've never seen.
If you've seen movies, you've probably seen him. He was really prolific in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Was he in
He was
any
one of those
Star Trek
guys.
movies?
No, unfortunately. Probably would have been good in Star Trek, actually. I honestly thought he had died a while back, but it was actually Tom Sizemore that had died, and I got the two of them confused.
Yeah. No, I could see that happening. Getting them confused.
Like, I thought it was like, hey guys, he died a while back, and then I was like, oh no, you got that wrong, Jordan. I think it was everyone but two of these that we use. All right, little chain's done. Wrap it around here. Nope. It's full. Weird. They give you a couple of extra in the first chain that you do, but they don't give you extras in the other ones. I guess that makes sense. There we go. All right. I think that is the end of that. So we already did 32. So let's go ahead and flip this over. Fix my broken ones that I messed up.
Do I see LEDs down there on the table?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do the same thing over here. You haven't seen it lit up yet, have you?
I have not. I was putting kids to bed.
Yeah, so I will get these all fixed up and adjusted, and I'll show you. I spent all that time tweaking out, trying to get everything lined up perfectly, only to like bork it up. There we go. I'll use the camera here in a second to get adjusted.
I'm also about to light something up here.
Enterprise.
Yeah, just turning the lights on for the first time.
Oh,
From the base for the secondary hall.
awesome.
And some lights are not working.
Not awesome.
So
Andrew.
never mind. They shouldn't be working because the data wire's not hooked up for them yet.
Oh, there you go.
We're all good.
Have you seen the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
I have, but it's so long ago I wouldn't.
Okay, he was one of the characters in that.
So, Andrew, there's the rear engine.
Ooh, very nice.
And the front engine. And then it'll do the same thing on the other side. So, yeah. There's also, on the bottom, we're going to be installing a little running light down here as well. So, yeah. These are some of the smallest JSTs that come across. Being worried about unplugging and plugging them in so many times. Okay, so you can skip all over 32. Let's go ahead and get into 33 and build the other nacelle, finish the other nacelle. And I think we're about to finish the engine assembly just in general, which is very cool. Let's grab 33. Finally, that pile of parts that I opened up at the very beginning of the stream is finally
Finally
finished.
gone. Yeah.
I am definitely going to have to take out the trash. Nope, don't want to forget that. There we go. Note to everyone doing Legos, don't throw anything away and double check when you're throwing away your packaging.
He was in an episode of Quantum Leap.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
An episode of Jake and the Fat Man.
That offends me.
He was, I don't know if you've seen, Andrew, have you seen the movie from the 1983 movie War Games? With Matthew Broderick, and
I'm not sure.
where the kid hacks in and unknowingly takes over the government computer and almost starts World War III.
Maybe.
Whopper?
Yeah, with the Whopper computer. Anyway, yeah. He's done a lot.
I'd probably have to see his face to know.
Yeah.
I'm better with faces than I am with names.
Okay, so we did this at the beginning of the stream today.
Jordan, a picture of your stream has just appeared in the sci-fi section of Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got 328 acting credits with 18 more to come out.
18 more?
Yeah.
Wow.
18 is a lot of whatever it's called. Posthumous. That's it.
Yes.
Posthumous credits.
But a lot of them, he's not necessarily like a main character, right?
Right.
Just an extra, he probably has a couple lines or one scene and done. That's my guess.
Okay. Where are you?
Over there.
Thank you.
Quiet down, you. Get back in your hole.
Yeah. Talking too much.
Hey, I'm sorry. Don't know what to say about that. I can't help it.
Just a sudden outburst I had. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me, guys.
Oh, Howard.
Oh. Why are you offended by Jake and the Fat Man? Someone mistake you for Jake?
Yes. It's my jowls, isn't it? All right, we're making 3 of these. Thank you, Howard. I really appreciate you, my friend, as always. I've been dashed. I've been meaning to create a little graphic that pops up when you do that, and it says, I've been dashed.
Oh, that would be good.
That would require time at the workbench. That's the one thing I wish that I had time for, is like more creativity when it came to video creation. Like, I have ideas for things that I want to do, but I just don't have the time to execute it. Unfortunately.
Donnie says, Keith, control yourself. These bursts are uncalled for, sir.
I don't know what the hell got into me.
Jordan froze.
Yep.
Oh no, and it's his stream. You know what? He's just trolling us. He's holding really, really still.
Turn it off and turn it back on again. Yeah, Howard's asking, do you know who Michael Moore is?
Yes.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and you do live in Michigan too, so.
Oh. Well, this is where we keep the stream going so
Yes.
that he can log back in and
Yep.
and YouTube does not kick him out. That's
That's
one
right.
of the nice things about StreamYard. Because I had a power outage on the computer one night, and StreamYard's kept it going. So I take it this is a talk amongst yourselves moment.
Hey, Ricardo.
Welcome to the stream. We're just holding things down until Jordan gets back, because something happened, and he froze and then dropped out.
Yeah. We'll have to keep an eye on Discord in case he chimes in with his phone or something saying, power went out or something.
Oh.
Yeah, power flickered, waiting for the internet to come back. Okay.
Yep.
I wonder if he's getting any storms there or something.
Well, I feel like the American power grid's not quite as robust as it is up here.
I would agree with you.
Howard says, I didn't pay him enough to keep the internet on.
Jordan sitting in his room, plastic dreams and tiny tombs, spilled up paint all over the floor, swearing curse like never before, goose up fingers can't let go, mono scattered to and fro.
Donnie says, nah, that's just Seattle.
Pieces falling from his hands, grinning wide, doesn't understand. Laughing off nothing right, messing madness, pure delight. Dropping several hits insane.
Howard says, that's it, we're taking Keith out behind the woodshed.
Only if you have good alcohol behind her.
Sticky fingers tangle ropes, lost the parts beneath the bed. Still he's forging straight ahead. Paint smudges on his face, glue in place is such disgrace. Dropping dreams with shaky hands, still he touches foreign lands. Laughing off nothing right, messing madness, pure
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
That was the power like flickered for a second. Damn it. and I look at, I'm like, the internet, don't go down, don't go down, don't go down. And then it went down. So I had to restart my computer, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, you guys. So sad. All right. God, where was I?
Don't worry, we didn't get you banned from YouTube.
That's good. I really appreciate that.
Close,
And, yeah, I mean, it was one of my AI songs, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
we were pushing the envelope, but
Right. I know
Keith
it
was saying
you,
some
Keith.
unspeakable things.
Yeah. It was
So
always
unspeakable,
Keith.
we couldn't hear him say it.
Yep.
That's right. Got to watch out for this guy. Now we're gonna build 3 of these.
You know, that makes me think that we should have like a please stand by video or something that we throw up when this type of
Something.
yeah
Yep.
So everybody on their profile has like the please stand by thing. Because I know it's happened to me once where power just dropped out on my laptop while I was streaming, and thankfully StreamYards kept the stream going.
And that's one thing, like if you were streaming through OBS or something like that, it wouldn't happen. Like
YouTube would shut it down.
Yeah, and so that's the thing that I really do appreciate about StreamYards is it like keeps everything going. And when you guys are back there, like I don't need to really worry about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Shosha.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Thanks for the warning.
Donnie says we could get you banned if you want, Jordan.
I mean, yeah, anything's possible.
Some of those nasty words like work.
Oh God, you. Inappropriate words like work.
Howard says Donnie has blackouts on his streams. I feel like he's using too much lacquer at times.
You know what they say, it makes the room go blacker. I hadn't used my airbrush since the frantic trying to finish the Razor Crest for Wonderfest.
Mm-hmm.
And went to go use it the other day, and it desperately needed a full clean. Oh my God! That thing was bad.
Bare minimum, after using it, I'll always at least run some lacquer thinner through it, or at least a couple shots of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever the cleaning solution is.
Yeah, I like the Tamiya airbrush cleaner. That stuff works great.
You mean it's
strong,
extra thin?
Yeah, exactly.
And buying that airbrush cleaner is definitely cheaper than buying that extra thin.
Oh yeah. Okay. One of those. We're gonna go front, back.
Yeah, Donnie's saying for some reason every time my compressor cuts off, my camera goes black for about half a second.
That's probably a power issue, which is interesting.
Which is interesting that it happens when it goes off, not when it kicks on.
Kicks on, exactly.
And yeah, Donnie says probably because they're both plugged into the same plug.
Yeah.
Ricardo says, Andrew, congratulations on your interview with Norm from Tested.
Well, thank you.
He just watched the video.
Seems to be going over well. Lots of people interested in my jacket.
As they should be.
Funny thing is, it's not even a Star Trek jacket. It just happens to be. I'm sure whoever made it probably did that deliberately, but.
Do you only wear that jacket for your videos?
Only for my videos, and only as long as it takes for me to film the intro and outros. Especially this time of year, because it's just too
warm.
Bit too warm.
That. These two weird looking ones. Use that.
Oh, Howard.
What? Howard? Triple dashed. Howard, thank you, my friend. Gosh. Wow. Thank you.
Well, earlier after you got kicked off, he did say he didn't pay you enough to keep the internet running.
And now he says I'm breaking Jordan's internet.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, where? Supposed to have 2 of these.
So I was just responding to another comment on the tested video, and it seems that #1 comment has been my jacket. The next highest comment seems to be how I pronounce the word garage.
I love it.
Yeah, Howard's saying he's good at breaking stuff.
Yeah, especially me. Okay. So putting these little caps. Oh,
Bless you.
excuse me.
Oh, and another 5 subscribers since last time I mentioned it.
See?
Nice.
Keith was right. Gonna go through the roof.
It's true, Donnie.
It could be 100 sub 24-hour period. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
It's happened to me once, and it blew my mind.
What was the?
It was just Todd. Like, it was a random stream back in November, and he like put it out on another Discord that he was a part of, and all of a sudden I got 100 more subscribers that night.
Howard, that's my British heritage, not a Canadian thing. My grandfather was had a broad Yorkshire accent.
Yeah, see, I call it a garage.
You see, we didn't. So our garage when I was growing up was always the shop because my dad was a cabinet maker. He made fine, custom-made wood furniture, and so our garage was the shop. So it was always just the shop, and so the only garage around that I was around that was called a garage was my grandfather's garage, and he always called it a garage. So it's always been a garage as far as I'm concerned.
I love it.
Donnie says, everyone breaks you, Jordan.
It's true. It's very true.
He's so fragile.
Very true. All right, adding some LED here.
Those are some nice sized LEDs. I'm assuming they're just standard LEDs, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just standard. Okay.
I don't know that I'll use a standard strip of LED ever again.
Get off there. Oh, God.
So this lighting kit's been made specifically for this Lego kit?
Yep. Yep.
So has it been engineered to fit in just like Lego blocks?
Pretty much. I mean, this is like a piece that sits, basically designed to sit on the 4 corners where it's not connecting.
Okay.
And all the wires are also super small so that they fit in between the bricks, which is really cool. But it's a bit fiddly, if I do say so myself.
Donnie says, addressable RGB lights are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to use them.
And now I've got a ton of just other regular lights that I bought to get into lighting.
There we go.
I gave all mine to Jody.
Yeah. I'm sure I can, over time, find uses for them.
I'd rather he get the use out of them because I'm never going to get the use out of them.
Yeah.
Wrap this around the bottom of the bell down here.
The next thing Jody's gonna need his power supply.
You know what? Because I'm using the 5-volt USB now, I'm not ever using my bench power supply.
Really?
I just run a line from a USB wall plug directly into my breadboard, and I use that for all my testing.
Nice. Jody says, I still don't know what to do with them. I'd love to help you, but I'm trying to learn myself.
Okay.
I think he's got some cool white, he's got some warm white, and he's got some blue in the batch I gave him, I think.
Nice.
But I mean, I'm not sure because it's been so long since I used them. Dash says pretty much any Lego kit out there now has had some light company, like Light My Bricks, Game of Bricks, Bricks Max have made a kit for it, even the flower kits. How would you light a flower kit?
Good question.
Follow the instructions. I don't know why you'd want to light a flower kit, but hey, if you want to, more power to you.
They should do a Lego DS9.
I agree.
Sorry, that's just what came to mind when you were putting that piece together because it looked a bit like the power plant of DS.
Mm-hmm.
The
power core, fusion core.
Fusion core, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this, we're going to go ahead and create all those little flaps that go around the outside again. So, a bunch of these. Building this 12 times, yep. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sweet. Two, 4. Not bragging about being able to count, guys. Sorry. 10, 12, 1, 5, 6, 8.
Dash says, whatever you do, Jody, don't put it to 110 AC or 24 volts.
Yeah, don't take that advice. Just whatever Buck tells you when it comes to power, generally don't listen.
Then he says, I'll post a couple in the Lego section. That'd be cool to see. Jody says, I haven't tried using that kind of light before, and I don't know where to start. Do I need a power supply to be able to use those? Well, just any source of like 9 to 12 volts. So if you have a 9-volt wall plug, you can bring that in, hook a switch up to it, and run it to your lights.
You can also use like disconnect any 5-volt like USB or just a USB.
Well,
use those.
Not with the 9 to 12 volt LEDs.
Yeah, good point. Good 9-volt battery should work for that.
Yeah, 9-volt battery would work. How long that lasts depends on how many LEDs you hook up to it, obviously.
Yep.
Good night, Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Night.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Hey,
Really
take
appreciate
care,
you as
Trent.
always.
Howard says, well, if the Enterprise D does come out in November from LEGO and not a hard troll and might not be a one-off build, you never know, because it could branch out to a Voyager DS9 and runabout.
I hope so. I really do. I hope so. Like the Star Trek needs to get into the Lego game.
Yeah, it probably just depends on how well the first one they bring out does.
Yep. I'd also like to see some like bridge sets. That'd be really cool to have like bridges and like different like little areas of the ship, like quirks. I would love to build a promenade Lego set.
About to say that.
That would be super badass.
So Jody says, so they have to be between 9 and 12 volts. Those LED strips run 9 to 12 volts. That's the power they require. Versus the addressable LEDs that all run on 5 volts. Which means if you run those strips at 9 to 12 volts, any additional LEDs you put in, if you put 5mm or 3mm LEDs in, you have to resistor those accordingly, so that they don't you don't get the magic blue smoke when you run power to your model.
Oh, the magic smoke.
What's wrong with that?
Runabout, how I miss you.
Jody says, I have a couple different battery cases. Yeah, you can actually just get a cap for a 9-volt battery that runs the positive and ground out that you can just connect. They're pretty handy. And I think they're pretty cheap to get.
I actually have also as well. You can get some of these.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, it's like $5 on Amazon.
Probably cheaper
$5 US.
On AliExpress.
Yeah.
I got a bag of, I don't know, maybe 10 of them. I don't even know how much I paid for them.
All right. That rear assembly is all taken care of.
Jody, I'll send you a link to an Amazon.ca that has like a bundle of 20 of them for $12.
Okay. So now, why do I have all these extra cards?
That way
Wow.
you can just see what they are.
I am going to move the instructions aside real fast, and let's go ahead and do our cable management.
Jody says I'll probably won't ever use them. If I have to use resistors, I can still barely solder. Well, you know what? Just do it. That's the best way to learn. Just do it.
Yep. Okay. Get that rear one back on.
And when it comes to the resistors, you know, there's math that you can do to figure out exactly which resistor you should be using for a specific LED. But you know what? Trial and error works well too.
It does.
Plus,
And
then
Google.
you can dial in your brightness with resistors as well.
That's right.
Or you just ask Todd.
Or you just ask Todd. That's also a good shout.
Yeah, that's what I did the other day.
And on his myenterprisedcom website, he actually has a whole section dedicated to Ohm's law and how all of that works.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Hey, Buck.
Hey, Buck.
And he says, "What did you do?"
Hey,
Nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna have to grab a screenshot of this and post it in Discord because this is the craziest image for a product on Amazon I've ever seen, and it's for those 9-volt battery things with the wires coming out.
Okay.
You've seen pictures of like OCD electrician installations.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait for Discord to open back up. Oh my god. So unnecessary.
Yeah.
No, I really don't want to hold this. Knocking things off.
Glue's not holding, is it?
No, glue is definitely not holding. Someone should talk to the manufacturer.
Maybe look at using epoxy.
Good. Yeah, that'd definitely be an option. A good one? No, but an option. Yes.
GB quick weld.
Also an option.
Your chain's coming off on your other engine.
Thank you. That's totally fine. It actually, they don't like quite stay on. I may actually do something about that. Put a little glue dot down or something. So apparently I wasn't paying attention when I was putting this together, so I'm having to rebuild the LED set again. Not a smart man.
All right. I'm jumping off here, guys.
All right, man.
You have a
Well,
good
thanks
night,
for hanging
Keith.
out.
I enjoyed it. Figured keep
Yeah,
you
man.
company.
Yeah, love it.
So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, for 4th of
Evening,
July
if you're going to be
stream.
around.
Yeah, I'll try to be.
All right. Later.
Take care.
Take care. All right.
Jody, the one I sent you looks like a tree, but you should just see the one I posted in general on Discord.
Go. Those are all linked up. Good to go.
Captain Charlemagne, welcome.
Welcome.
Good evening.
We got some hot Lego action going on here.
Yeah, getting some lighting taken care of here for this Lego kit. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this chain back around the outside here.
Donnie wants to know who's bringing the fireworks for the stream tomorrow night.
Right.
I thought it was your turn this year, Donnie.
Right.
Fireworks.
Slacker. Yes. All right. Instructions here. Let's go ahead and go down.
I see a big fireworks warehouse or whatever blew up there in California.
Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and test both the lights. This actually belongs right there. Good Lord, this thing is heavy. So let's grab our set. Grab the JSTs here, plug in a couple of them. And we'll see if both are working and I haven't broken anything.
Fingers crossed.
Boom, baby.
There you go.
Can't even show, like, I can't even get it all in one shot. Yeah. That's freaking cool.
That is.
All right. Very sweet. Okay. So now let's go ahead and finish up with the rest of this pack. And then we have just a little bit more stuff to do on the installation of lighting for this. There's just a little bit more to do. Got a couple of like nav lights that we need to install. So let me look down through my instructions here. All that's done. All that's done. Okay, so we're going to go through the rest of these instructions real quick. Take care of the rest of our parts. Because there's something new that I haven't built yet. That. So.
Donnie says a lit model is a beautiful thing.
Indeed. I love the fact that you can light Legos these days. Like, that is just so freaking cool. Okay. Well, we're going to grab one of those. 2. Nope. Nope. 3. And this is where we're going to be putting a little. Nope. Of course, I dropped it. Trying to show and demonstrate, and I drop it. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
This is where you find that first part you dropped.
Oh, I found that. Oh, yeah, no, good point. I didn't find that one. This is like a red clear piece too, and I kind of need this. I'll be right back. Did it stick to my fat? No. Oh God. Part work screws. More part work screws.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking. They do post. They post actual names in the teens category and the junior category on Wonderfest.
Oh my God. That's scary. Are you serious, Jordan? Did you really lose that? There's no way. Yep, I did find the first part. Right there. Another Lego part. God.
Howard says, while you're down there, Jordan, can you polish my shoes?
No. Oh my God. What? Are you serious? This is kind of ridiculous. I might have that piece somewhere else, but ow. Making it from an old Lego kit. How? How did that even happen? There it is. It was in the magazine. Or in the instructions.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm not a smart man. Okay. Hold on, looking around made me all sweaty.
And with that, we end the stream. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? I'm sweaty. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. This is the bottom piece. I got you. I got you. And we're supposed to be doing this twice. Nice. Well, at least you picked that up before you went too far. So important to read your instructions, he says.
Oh, jeez. Howard said, "That's not sweat. That's baby grease from making pizza dough."
Oh, you're probably not wrong, Howard. Probably not wrong at all. Do that over that. There we go. I had to make how much was that? So 1, 2, 3. I had to make 495 pounds of dough today. It's too much. Okay. And these weird looking ones. And okay. There we go. So how does that work? We're going to do 2 of these together. Like so. Plate over the top. Okay. Snap those in. All right, one of these clicks into the end here. Just like so. Just like so. Then I still got to build one more chain, don't I? Yes, I do. Shit. All right, one more chain.
That's the sound of the man working on the chain.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And I think this should be the end of. Yep. Okay. That's the end of my instructions for today. It's the last little bits of the Legos we're going to do, and then we're just going to install the. What is this? This is going to be the little junction box, and then we're going to install the running lights underneath here. And we'll call it a stream. A little over 3 hours here.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, not too bad at all. Generally, I try to go for at least 3 hours on streams. My stomach's reminding me, though. Go ahead.
What does this button do?
End stream, top right. What it says it does, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was looking at the one show comments on stage.
Oh, so that one is
That the one that puts on the screen?
Yeah, it puts in the bottom right, and it will pop up like with the new stuff, anything that's new.
Yeah, and you guys are so quiet,
right?
Yeah, Howard carried on working on the chain gang.
All right.
Buck says 3-hour tour.
I saw someone on Facebook recently went through and like tried to math out how far the boat could actually go, and there's no way that it could have actually gone as far as it did.
Howard says, but Kat hasn't come in and carpet bombed you yet, or did I miss it?
Oh no. She was in the kitchen just a few minutes ago making herself something to eat. Which sounds delightful.
Just got
But
my
anyways,
fifth, just got my fifth request for a link to the jacket.
I love it. Of all the unforeseen things,
Mm-hmm.
one of the guys that tested are like, "Wow, that's weird."
Not where can I get that kit? Where can I get that ladies system?
Your coat. Where
can I
get
get that coat?
Okay, that chain is done. Let's go ahead and get that installed. Around the back side here. No,
And
they
Buck-
gave us one extra link over here.
Oh, well, there
Go
you
ahead.
go. Buck saying, you can't leave yet. I just got here.
Right. This annoying thing is doing the same thing over here as it did on the other side.
Howard's saying, you better get some kickbacks for selling the coat.
Yeah, I wish.
And then Jody says, Adam Savage will be wearing one soon.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at the comment count on that video versus the comment count on some of the other Wonderfest videos,
Yeah.
and the comment count. I might be playing a part in this, but the comment count on the video with me and it's at 106. The others are 50 something, 70 something. The ones that were released earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Well, I'm actively replying to comments and stuff, right? So, well, 2 weeks ago was up to 141 comments.
That's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, helping to drive engagement on their channel, you know.
Right. Jordan, you should have double checked. Dumbass. There we go, and then these fit the gray tab towards the back. Okay. All right. No, that can't be right.
Somebody's comment, garage said like carriage is a bit bothersome.
Is that right? Does it really set up above like that? Oh no. It sits like this, Jordan. Jesus. I was like, really? Okay. These rear engines are a bit of a.
They're not
like
held
to
on
stay in
very
pla-
well.
No, they don't like to stay in place. And I'm worried about continually. Removing it for the wiring that's in there. Pulling on it. Oh my god. starting to get hungry, and I could tell.
Dash said, I saw the Adam Savage Enterprise D and didn't realize till now that it was Andrew's D. Must have just seen the thumbnail for it then.
I was like, that looks awful familiar.
Yeah. And Donnie says, no, the other way, Jordan.
Right?
Well, Jordan, you're gonna have to start keeping a Snickers bar at your desk.
Dude, seriously. Same thing was happening last week.
You're not yourself. Eat a Snickers.
Jody says, I'm looking forward to seeing Russ's interview as well. He had a goal today for his next project. I said Space Luxury Cruise Liner. I'm not sure who that is.
He was in the room with us one of the nights.
And now Donnie says, not that way, the other way. The other way.
Yeah. This is like kind of janky. It's kind of annoying, if I'm being real.
Time to get the
It's
epoxy
also-
out.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want this to be take apartable. And I probably would.
And Buck says, wait, I think you put that piece in the wrong spot.
You're not
No,
helping, Buck.
I'm reading Jody's comment. Jordan eats a Snickers and turns into Andrew.
That's hilarious.
There's a video in there somewhere.
There is.
Oh,
That sounds like something that needs to be filmed at Wonderfest next year.
Howard says, yes, the thumbnail made me go check the tested Discord channels for any comments on there for the D.
Okay.
And Buck says, what happens if Andrew eats the Snickers?
All right, so now what we have are two 0402s. What we're going to do, we're going to pop this off.
Are those 0402s on a backing of some sort?
Yeah, there's a small chip on there. And I think they might blink. I'm not sure. So these are going to fit right in the tiny little hole here. And then you put this over the top.
Dash said, well, we might not be wrong. Jordan did build stuff backwards the last time. And Buck says,
I did.
oh, Jordan, not there.
Thanks, Buck. Buck and his advice, you know. Okay. So that was off screen, sorry. Put that right there. Right over the top. Very cool. Then I see we're going to take this front part off. That. Route that down and through. Okay. You just want it sitting over the top of that, huh? Okay.
Buck says, why is it always daylight where Jordan lives? It's pitch black here, and I see bright sunlight outside the window.
I still have an hour and 10 minutes before the sun goes down.
Yeah, at 11:20 p.m. at night.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off this panel. This runs underneath here. Yeah. Yep. We're going to grab the other wire, run it down along with it. Okay. And pop off both of these. Do I need to pop off both of those? No, just one. That's fine.
Buck says, there Jordan goes again, popping off at the slightest thing.
Right. Gonna watch out for me. Which way does that go? Just like that? Yep. Go. And expose this part. Yeah, this part. Run the wires down through here. Put that part back. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. This over the top. This over the top of that. Is that how that's done? Yes, it is. So this just comes out here. Solid. All right. Do the same thing on the other side. Oh my God. That's so much plastic to throw away. And looking underneath my desk with the flashlight was mildly disturbing. Just go ahead and put that out there.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to tap out here.
All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you helping produce and
Yeah.
hanging out.
Have a good night.
You too. Congrats on your video with Tested, man.
Thanks. I'm curious to see how the overnights play out.
Yeah, give us I'm super curious. Like, definitely post in the morning. Let us know.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, man. Have a good night.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye. Okay, so we're gonna pop off this panel. We're gonna grab both these wires. I'll pop off this top one here.
Too late, Donnie. He's gone.
And Donnie, I'm going to send you some files here soon for some printing, if you're okay with that.
Yes, you did try, Donnie. I'll give you credit for that. Do you need to stick that next strip off first?
Nope. I'm going to just kind of do them one at a time.
Okay.
Or two at a time, like over here. There we go.
Donnie says, are they top secret files?
Nope. One is the some more parts for the Reliant, just some more of the tubes. So I'll let you know which ones we need to print more of. And then the Bassey deflector dish that Todd and John Bassey came up with for the Enterprise D. So. Okay. Perfect.
What's going on? He's like, from the FBI, CIA, the UFO files.
CIA. So now, what do they want us to do? Run the wires under here. Okay. Same thing here. Coming out from the middle. Go. Same spot here. Okay. Sweet. And then we're going to grab a little junction box here. And with the connections facing in, we're going to go ahead and tape it in right in place right here.
Okay, Captain Charlemagne, you have a good night.
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
And he says, for all you guys in the U.S., hope you have a happy 4th of July.
Thank you. Okay, so the middle is going to be the wire that we use to bridge to the power box. It's going to be third in to the right. And then we just plug in the remainers. And then we'll test everything up and then we'll call it a stream.
All right, then.
I was able to get a bunch of this done, although these JSTs are something else, man. Super tiny. Feel like I'm breaking the wires.
Let's hope you're not.
I am not. They're just super thin. There we go. Using the tweezers helps here. Ugh. Tweezers help, but
Until they twist.
kind of hope this is the last time I'm having to do all these up here.
Donnie. Donnie says, wait, you're just now calling it a stream? What have you been calling it until now?
Hanging out with friends. That's right. Use your tweezers, Jordan.
Use your words.
There we go. And last little connection here. All right, sweet. Plugging into one of the ports on the battery box. I'm going to go ahead and kill the overheads because they deserved it, Buck. Don't ask why. And let's go ahead and give this a plug in and see. Cool. Very, very cool. And that, my friends, is the entirety of the engine pod built and lit up. Holy crap, you guys. That is really, really cool. I do have to say. Wow.
That is, yeah, that makes such a huge difference.
That is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Donnie
Dude,
says
this is so cool.
He said those look so sick.
Yes, they do. Holy crap, you guys. This is awesome. I would say that this right here weighs a solid 2.5 pounds. This is a ton of plastic. This was easily 2.5 streams worth of stuff. Thanks, Chase. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is easily 2.5 streams worth of build just for right here. So there it is. We're pretty close to getting towards the end here. We've only got 1, 2, 3. Oh God, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more 10 more packs of parts. Like, but there was 33 total packs of parts, and we're down to 10. So we've done 23. We're literally at the 2/3 mark. I can math, you guys. Watch that. So here we are. Yeah, freaking awesome, man. 1 pound per stream. You're not wrong. Well, on that front, my friends, thank you so much. I need to go get some food. I'm starving. Get on with the rest of my evening before work tomorrow. So, as for me, for the rest of the week, there will be an episode out tomorrow. Likely going to be the Starships collection. And then Sunday, if I get my stuff together and do it right, will be the next episode of the Buddy Build with Ken. If not, it'll be either the Falcon or the Enterprise or Darth Vader. It could be any one of those. So I have a bunch of stuff recorded, ready to go. So otherwise, tomorrow night's stream, if it's the 4th of July, so we'll see if I'll be able to actually pop on. And who knows? It all depends if I'm able to get off work early. And otherwise, I should be around on Sunday on Hobby Time Modelers. So, Howard, thank you so much for the super chats. I really appreciate you, my friend. As always, things you don't need to do, and you keep doing it, despite us saying don't do it. And we really appreciate it. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you guys all for, thank you, Jody. Thank you all for stopping by. There was Jody and Donnie and Chase and Ken. You were here throughout the whole thing. Howard and Don was
Steven.
here earlier. Steven was here. Alec was here. A bunch of people. You guys always show up to the streams, and I really appreciate it. It's definitely a highlight of my week, and so definitely much appreciation to all you guys. And for my producers tonight, I had several of them. Todd, Keith, Ken, and Andrew, thank you so much. Ken, again, thank you for sticking around through the long haul. And we recorded a whole segment before the stream started and all that. So Ken and I have been doing this together for a couple of hours now. So thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Otherwise, I will see you guys again here very soon. But before that, I know that there was a million things. Are you going to press the buttons, or you want me to press the buttons?
I could press the button.
Okay. So, well, you want to do the outro with the 10-second lead out, then end stream?
Sure.
All right, sweet. All right, a little back housekeeping right back there. So I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today. Instead, you spent 3.5 hours watching me put some lights into some Lego, and I think that's pretty damn cool. You guys have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. Like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world where I happen to be. That's a lot of words to say. Until then, I hope you all have a great night. And remember that this is the way. Good night, everybody.